I hope you can hear me. I'm kind of out here in the elements. My microphone is crapped out on me. Hola amigos, bienvenidos. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about having an Airbnb in the Dominican Republic. We're talking about having one, trying to run one here. Now, I'm not an expert in Airbnb, don't get me wrong. I'm not a super host or anything like that. So it's just some things that I've noticed while being here, and we've been in a lot of Airbnbs in the last year. So just things that we've picked up on, some information that we've got from other people, tips and things of that nature. But guys, hit that like button, subscribe, share, notification bell, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And if you are already a subscriber, I really appreciate you. Hey, hit me up if you're ever down this way. This is not one of the 10 points, but you need to figure out exactly how you plan on using your Airbnb. You know, what are your plans for? Are you planning to rent it out fully and to maybe use it on some of the weeks that is not booked? Or are you planning on maybe using it 2 months out of the year? Do you really need the income? Of course you do. So once you realize that on what your plans are, what do you want to do, then you can go from there. All right, the first point, and a lot of these points can be used on Airbnbs no matter where you are in the world. They're just universal points. But the first point is have a clean place. That's the first point. Have a clean place. It doesn't have to be the fanciest place. At least make sure it's clean. I don't care if it's a $10 a night place. Clean the place. And take some good quality pictures. Take pictures of the outside and the inside of the place, especially the inside, but take some pictures of the outside. Because we went to one Airbnb, had some decent inside pictures, but once we got on the outside, it looked terrible. I mean, the grounds of the area were terrible. So that affects other things. When people are expecting one thing, they show up and it looks like a totally different thing. So take some good quality pictures of what the place actually looks like. The next point with the Dominican Republic and with the tourist areas, there's a high and a low season. The high season is in the winter time and the low season is in the summertime. So you have to plan accordingly. You have to understand it in the low, and you have to price it accordingly also. So in the low season, prices are going to be much cheaper. And if you keep the same prices year round, then you're going to have an issue in the low season. So you have to adjust your prices accordingly. The next point to think about is your level of property. What type of property are you looking to invest in? Are you looking at a budget-friendly property? Or are you looking for like a mid-level or a higher level, a more pricier apartment, condo, or a house? So you got to look at your budget and figure out what type of clientele is going to bring in, what type of return do you want. All right, the next point is have some good directions to the property. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to find an Airbnb. Oh man, and it's funny because I've been in this situation and I've seen people looking for an Airbnb. Like, it's like I'm the tour guide or something. I don't know, but I get it all the time. If I had $1 for how many times somebody asked me where a particular Airbnb was at, I would have enough to go out and eat something. I would have enough to get, I don't know, something good. But have good directions to your Airbnb. Now, if you're able to do a pinpoint and drop your location, that'll help. Take pictures of the that's why I say take pictures of the outside of your place. So if people see the picture, they see the outside, if they drive by it, they can say, hey, this is it. It's got the name of the apartment, or it's got the name of the house on the outside. It's got a picture of it. It's got a picture of the flowers or whatever the case may be. That way people can find the property. You don't want your guests looking for a property taking an hour just trying to find it. So have good directions. The next point kind of goes with that. Have good communication. Communicate with your guests. Let them know how check-in is. If it's not in your description, or even if it's in your description, let them know again how check-in is going to go. Let them know the check-in time. Let them know all these things. Put an information book in your place. Information on phone numbers, check-in, check-out time, internet name, internet password, things to do in the local area. You can put an information book in the apartment, and you can also send it to them in WhatsApp or send them to them as a message so they'll have it on their phones also. So it's communication. The next point is to provide a smooth check-in and check-out service. And it's nothing more frustrating than getting to a place within the check-in time and not being able to check in. Whether it's for one thing or the other, that is very frustrating. But I've been to a lot of places where they had good details, good communication, and a good check-in, and I really appreciate it. So make sure the check-in process is smooth. All right, the next point is you want to get reviews. I found that out when we first listed our place. Hey, no reviews. And people want to know exactly what other people thought about your property. Make sure that, try to get reviews. Ask them for a review, for an honest review. I always ask my people for an honest review. And I've got some good feedback on it. I've been able to make some changes, some improvements. Having reviews is very, very helpful. And that goes along with some of the other points I've already mentioned. Clean place, communication, all these things. Making sure your guests feel comfortable and they can contact you if there are any issues. All right, next point is the location. Yes, what is your location? I know you're in these coastal towns, these coastal cities, but how far are you from the beach? Honestly, how far are you from the beach? Can you walk there? How long is it going to take to walk there? How long is it going to take to drive there? A lot of people do not rent cars when they come here. So, or if they do, just let them know ahead of time. Be honest with it, exactly how long it's going to take to get to the beach. Or if you're not around restaurants, that's something to think about. If you got a higher end property, most likely they're going to want to be close to the beach. So the location of your property is something to think about, because people come down here to enjoy the weather, to enjoy the water, to enjoy the palm trees, the coconuts, pineapples, all that stuff. So if they can walk to it, that's beneficial. Hey, just like everything with real estate, location, location, location. Proximity, stores, restaurants, people like that. All right, the last point, we're going to talk about the ROI, the return on your investment. It comes down to the numbers. That's what it comes down to, the numbers for 99% of the people. So I would say what you can expect to get, honestly, on your ROI, on your investment, your return on your investment, is anywhere from 7% to around 12% of what you invested. Now, let me reiterate, I am not an investment guru. I am not an Airbnb guru. I am still new. It's just some things that I have seen since doing Airbnb. So I think you can average somewhere around 7 to 12%. You have to take in consideration there's a high season, so you're able to get more for that season. There's a low season where it may not be booked for a while, or it may be sporadic. So you have to take that into consideration. It's got return customers with the reviews and all that. And that's another point I forgot, but the repeat customer. I love repeat customers. So I think you can get about a 7% to 12% return on your investment. I mean, you could get 20, maybe you're getting 20, maybe I don't know something, but I think that's a little far out there. So people want to know, is the property going to pay for itself? Can I actually buy a place out here and it pay for itself? I wouldn't bet on it, I wouldn't put my money on it. So just to give you an idea, you buy something for 100,000, you can look to make 9,000, say 9,000 a year off that after expenses or whatnot. So yeah, so that's something to think about, your ROI. Do you want to do that? Do you want to invest? Do you want to take a chance, or do you want to put it in something more safe? So that's it. So that's a few points that I wanted to discuss on having an Airbnb in the Dominican Republic, in particular in the coastal, in the tropical, and the tourist areas. Yep. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. Remember, watch out for coconuts in trees like this because they are hard and they do fall. Peace.